Have you ever noticed how Japan seems to have a clever solution for almost everything? From the tiniest apartments in Tokyo to the busiest train stations, there's a sense that life is designed to flow just a little more smoothly. Shoes stay clean, spaces stay organized, and even small inconveniences turn into thoughtful rituals. None of this happened by accident. For centuries, Japan has been a land where people lived close together, side by side, in towns and cities where space was limited, but community bonds were strong. In such an environment, survival depended on respect, discipline, and efficiency. That history left behind not just traditions, but an entire culture of life hacks that continue to impress the world today. In this journey, we're exploring 25 Japanese life hacks that will not only surprise you, but might even change the way you live. These hacks aren't just tricks, they're part of a deeply ingrained lifestyle. Some are about hygiene, others about space, and many about showing respect to the people around you. By the end of this video, you might catch yourself wondering why your own country hasn't adopted some of them already. And trust me, when we reach hack number 21, you'll see a travel secret so clever it could transform your next vacation. So let's dive in. Imagine yourself living with a touch of Japanese calmness, efficiency, and mindfulness. You might find that happiness hides in the smallest of details. 1. Slippers. For every room. In Japan, the tradition of removing shoes before entering a home is not just about keeping the floors clean. It's a gesture of respect, a way of leaving the dirt and chaos of the outside world at the door. But the system doesn't end there. Many Japanese homes have a separate pair of slippers designated for each area. Bathroom slippers that never step outside the restroom. Kitchen slippers that never step outside the kitchen slippers for cooking spaces. And sometimes even balcony slippers to handle the outdoors. At first glance, this may feel excessive, but it reflects a cultural philosophy. Every space deserves its own dignity and cleanliness. By drawing invisible boundaries, germs and dirt are kept under control. Imagine never worrying about muddy footprints staining your carpets or your kitchen floor. The result is a home where harmony is maintained not through grand gestures, but through simple, consistent habits. This slipper system is more than hygiene. It's a quiet ritual that turns everyday movement into an act of mindfulness. It's proof that in Japan, respect begins not with words, but with small, thoughtful actions under your feet. 2. Bento box meal prep. At first glance, the Japanese bento box looks like a simple lunch container. But it's much more than that. It's a philosophy of balance and beauty served in a box. Each bento is divided into compartments, carefully separating rice, proteins, vegetables, and sometimes even a small dessert. This design isn't just about neatness, it's about balance. By encouraging portion control and variety, the bento promotes healthy eating without sacrificing joy. But what makes bento truly special is its artistry. Mothers wake up early to prepare bentos for their children, arranging colorful vegetables into shapes of flowers or animals. Workers pack bentos that feel like miniature feasts, giving themselves a moment of joy during a stressful day. In Japan, eating is not just fuel, it's an aesthetic and emotional experience. And there's a practical side too. Food stays fresher, flavors don't mix, and the temptation of fast food becomes easier to resist. Portable, economical, and nourishing, the bento is a daily life hack that transforms an ordinary meal into a ritual of care. A box of food becomes a box of love, order, and delight. 3. Pocket tissues everywhere. If you walk down a busy street in Tokyo or Osaka, chances are someone will hand you a small packet of tissues for free. At first, it seems like a simple advertisement, since most packets are printed with local business promotions. But this tiny giveaway hides one of Japan's most practical life hacks. Pocket tissues are an essential survival tool. In public restrooms where paper towels are often absent, tissues let you dry your hands. On crowded trains, they can wipe down a dusty seat or clean up a spill. During spring allergy season, they're indispensable. Because they're so lightweight, people slip them into pockets, purses, and backpacks without a second thought. On the surface, it's just a pack of tissues. But on a deeper level, it reflects a culture of preparedness, of always being ready for small inconveniences without making them anyone else's problem. Something as ordinary as tissues becomes a quiet expression of self-sufficiency and respect for others. After all, how many times has a minor accident ruined your day simply because you weren't prepared? 4. Compact umbrellas. If you've ever been caught in Japan's rainy season, you'll quickly understand why compact umbrellas are everywhere. The rains often arrive without warning, and a soggy commute can ruin not only your clothes but your entire mood. To counter this, many Japanese carry foldable umbrellas tucked neatly in handbags or backpacks. These umbrellas aren't bulky or awkward. They're designed to be lightweight, easy to open, and convenient to store. Some even come with specially designed sleeves to trap water, so you don't drip on fellow passengers or your own belongings. And if you forget yours at home, you can buy one instantly at almost any convenience store, proof of how deeply rain preparedness is woven into daily life. But here's the emotional truth. A compact umbrella isn't just a tool against rain. It's a pocket-sized promise of calm. No frantic running through puddles, no stress about showing up at work drenched. In a society that values consideration, carrying an umbrella isn't just about self-care. It's about sparing others the discomfort of your dripping umbrella in shared spaces. 5. Wet towels before meals. Oshibori. Picture this. You sit down in a Japanese restaurant, and before you even order, a small towel is placed in front of you. Depending on the season, it may be warm to soothe your cold hands in winter, or chilled to refresh you in the heat of summer. This is the oshibori, and it's more than a towel. It's a symbol of hospitality. The ritual of wiping your hands clean before a meal is both practical and symbolic. It prevents germs from spreading, especially in a culture where sushi and other foods are often eaten with the hands. But the oshibori does something more. It sets the tone. It tells the diner, relax, you are welcome here. Neatly rolled or folded with care, the oshibori reflects Japan's devotion to detail and respect for guests. In just one simple gesture, comfort, hygiene, and mindfulness are intertwined. It's not just about cleanliness, it's about beginning a meal with gratitude and calm. 6. Mask culture for health. Long before the world became familiar with face masks during the COVID-19 pandemic, Japan had already embraced them as part of everyday life. During flu season, when pollen counts soared in spring, or when someone caught a simple cold, masks were worn not as a burden, but as a courtesy. The logic is simple yet powerful. If you're sick, you shield others. If you're healthy, you protect yourself. Masks reduce infection, keep workplaces functioning, and allow daily life to continue with fewer interruptions. But masks also serve another role in Japan. They provide a sense of privacy. For someone not in the mood to socialize, a mask creates a quiet barrier, a subtle "do not disturb" sign. What's striking is how normalized this habit has become. Masks are available in every convenience store, in countless styles, from plain white to fashionable prints, and wearing one carries no stigma. Instead, it's seen as an act of care, a small but powerful reminder that personal choices can protect the whole community. 7. Elevator door buttons. Inside and outside, in Japan, even elevators reflect thoughtfulness. Unlike many countries, where door controls exist only inside the car, Japanese elevators often feature open and close buttons both inside and outside. This tiny design tweak creates moments of courtesy. A person waiting outside can hold the doors open for others, preventing the stressful rush to squeeze in. Inside, passengers can quickly close the doors when the elevator is empty, helping it move faster during busy hours. For someone juggling heavy bags, a stroller, or luggage, these buttons can be a lifesaver. It's such a small adjustment, but it reveals a deeper truth. Life runs more smoothly when design anticipates both individual needs and collective efficiency. A button, after all, is just a button. But in Japan, it becomes a symbol of politeness in motion. 8. Toilets with sound effects. Japanese toilets are already famous worldwide for their advanced features. But one of the most fascinating innovations is the sound effect system. With the press of a button, the toilet plays a flushing noise or gentle music to mask any embarrassing sounds. This invention, known as the Ottoheim, or Sound Princess, was born after surveys revealed that many women flushed multiple times just to hide bathroom noises. The result was a massive waste of water. By providing a sound alternative, toilets not only preserved privacy, but also saved countless liters of water. But the brilliance isn't just in practicality, it's in sensitivity. Even something as awkward as using the restroom has been reimagined to reduce stress. A trip to the toilet becomes not just functional, but considerate, allowing dignity and comfort in moments most cultures prefer to ignore. In this way, Japan shows us that even the most private spaces can reflect care for both the environment and each other. 9. Heated vending machine drinks. Walk through a quiet Tokyo alley in the middle of winter, and you'll likely find a glowing vending machine humming softly on the corner. These machines are everywhere in Japan, on sidewalks, in train stations, even at rural bus stops. But what sets them apart from the rest of the world is their ability to serve not only cold beverages, but also steaming hot drinks. Imagine sliding in a couple of coins and retrieving a warm can of coffee, green tea, or even sweet corn soup. On freezing mornings, the can itself doubles as a hand warmer, comforting commuters waiting for the train. It's inexpensive, reliable, and surprisingly heartwarming literally. This isn't just convenience. It's a reflection of Japan's culture of care, where even a machine can offer comfort. The variety is astonishing, from rich black coffee to gentle barley tea, from frothy lattes to savory soups. Each choice is designed to make a difficult season a little easier. In a way, these vending machines aren't just dispensing drinks. They're dispensing moments of warmth in the middle of a cold, hurried day. 10. Plastic food displays. Sampuru. Step into a Japanese restaurant, and before you even read the menu, you're greeted by a dazzling display of food, except it isn't food at all. It's sampuru, hyper-realistic plastic replicas of each dish. This practice began in the 20th century as a clever way to advertise meals and help customers visualize what they were ordering. Today, sampuru has become an art form in itself. Craftsmen painstakingly sculpt noodles with a glossy sheen, carve perfect slices of sashimi, and even recreate the froth on a glass of beer. Some displays are so lifelike, you have to lean closer just to be sure they aren't edible. For tourists, sampuru is a lifesaver. You don't need to speak Japanese. You can simply point to the dish you want. And for locals, it guarantees honesty. What you see is exactly what you'll get, portion size and all. Beyond practicality, sampuru reflects a philosophy of transparency and beauty, where even food models are treated with artistry and respect. 11. No-drip ice cream wrappers. In Japan, even ice cream has been reimagined with thoughtfulness. Many cones come wrapped in a clever sleeve that catches melting drips before they reach your hands or clothes. Instead of racing against time, licking frantically before it all melts away, you can actually enjoy the moment. The design is subtle but brilliant. The wrapper folds into a small pocket that traps runaway ice cream, saving shirts from stains and parents from cleaning up after sticky children. During Japan's humid summers, when ice cream melts at record speed, this little innovation feels like a miracle. It's a reminder that in Japan, comfort is not just about big inventions, but also about small details. A dessert that could have been stressful becomes a source of pure joy. Even indulgence, it seems, can be made neat and graceful. 12. Smart packaging. In Japan, packaging is not an afterthought. It's part of the product itself. Every detail is considered, from how easily something opens to how neatly it can be stored. Snack bags often come with resealable strips, so chips stay crisp without needing clips or rubber bands. Soy sauce packets are designed to open cleanly without splashing everywhere. Drink cartons feature tabs that pull open smoothly without scissors. Even canned goods are made with lids that won't cut your fingers. For visitors, it can feel astonishing. Why doesn't the rest of the world adopt this? But for Japanese consumers, it's expected. Smart packaging saves time, reduces waste, and prevents frustration. It's a daily reminder that small design choices can make life smoother. In Japan, respect isn't only for people, it extends to the way everyday objects are designed to serve you thoughtfully. 13. Train station lockers. Japanese train stations are more than just places to catch a train. They are full-service hubs designed to make life easier. One of their most underrated features is the coin locker system. These lockers come in various sizes, from tiny compartments for handbags to spacious units large enough for suitcases. For travelers, this is a game changer. Instead of dragging heavy luggage through crowded streets, you can store it safely for a few hours or even an entire day. Commuters use them too, dropping off shopping bags or work items before heading out to dinner. Modern lockers are digital, often accepting IC cards like Suica or Pasmo, and some even let you extend your rental online. They're affordable, reliable, and incredibly liberating. With your hands free, exploring a city becomes lighter, both physically and emotionally. The lockers transform what could have been a burden into an invitation to wander without worry. 14. Futons, instead of beds. In a country where space is precious, Japanese futons are a brilliant solution. Unlike bulky Western beds, a futon is a thin, foldable mattress laid out directly on tatami mats at night. In the morning, it can be rolled up and stored away, instantly turning a bedroom into a dining room, study, or play area. This simple habit makes homes versatile and uncluttered. But futons aren't just practical, they're also healthier than many expect. Being firm and breathable, they offer support for the back and are easy to air out in the sun, preventing dust and dampness. For many, the feel of a sun-dried futon is one of life's small pleasures. Minimalist, efficient, and deeply rooted in tradition, futons embody Japan's philosophy of making the most of every inch without sacrificing comfort. They prove that luxury doesn't always mean excess. Sometimes, simplicity is the truest form of comfort. 15. Chopsticks as tools. In Japan, chopsticks are not confined to the dining table. They double as versatile tools used throughout daily life. In kitchens, long cooking chopsticks called saibashi are used to stir soups, whisk eggs, and flip tempura with precision. Their slender design makes them ideal for handling delicate foods like tofu or noodles without breaking them. But their usefulness goes far beyond cooking. Drop a coin or a battery into a tight space? Chopsticks can grab it. Need to plant seeds in a small pot? Chopsticks can do that too. They're often used in crafts and DIY projects, becoming an extension of the hand in countless small ways. This everyday tool shows how Japanese culture often values simplicity over complexity. Instead of inventing specialized gadgets for every task, one humble pair of sticks can handle dozens of jobs. Its efficiency distilled to its purest form. 16. Umbrella locks in stores. Rainy days in Japan don't turn shop entrances into slippery hazards. Why? Because many stores provide umbrella stands with built-in locks, or they offer thin plastic sleeves to cover your umbrella while you shop. The locks are simple. Slide your umbrella into a slot, turn a key or latch, and it stays secure until you return. 17. Automatic taxi doors. Step off a curb in Japan, and you'll quickly notice something remarkable. Taxi doors open and close automatically. No fumbling with handles, no awkward leaning in, just a smooth, graceful motion controlled by the driver from inside the car. This clever feature began in the 1960s as a way to add a touch of elegance to the passenger experience. Over time, it became standard across the country. It's more than a convenience, it's a gesture of service. Passengers don't need to strain or worry about slamming a door too hard. Drivers don't risk scratches or wear on their vehicles. The result is seamless interaction, a tiny ritual of respect between driver and passenger. Something as simple as entering a car becomes efficient, courteous, and even a little bit magical. 18. Train punctuality down to the second. In Japan, trains aren't just reliable, they're astonishingly precise. Schedules are timed to the minute, often to the second, and delays are so rare that even a 2-minute wait will be announced with an apology. This punctuality is more than logistics, it's a social contract. Millions of commuters depend on trains every day, and when each train arrives exactly when expected, it allows the entire system of life and work to function smoothly. It also reflects a deep sense of respect for time, both your own and that of others. Stories circulate of train companies issuing official apology letters when a train departs just 20 seconds early. That kind of accountability is almost unheard of elsewhere, but in Japan it's part of the culture. Precision is not about obsession, it's about trust. 19. Single-serving packaging. In Japanese convenience stores, almost everything comes in perfect single servings. Soy sauce in tiny fish-shaped bottles, rice crackers in individually wrapped pouches, even bite-sized chocolates carefully separated. At first, it may seem wasteful, but in reality, this packaging reduces food waste dramatically. Instead of opening a giant bag of snacks that goes stale in days, you can open only what you need. Hygiene is preserved, freshness lasts longer, and portion control becomes effortless. This approach mirrors Japan's cultural value of moderation, enjoying enough without overindulgence. It's about savoring small pleasures in controlled amounts, extending both the life of food and the satisfaction it brings. 20. Travel-friendly luggage forwarding. Takyuben. Here's one of Japan's most ingenious travel hacks: luggage forwarding. Known as takyuben, this service allows you to send your suitcases ahead to your hotel, the airport, or even directly to your home. For a small fee, you can travel hands-free boarding trains without dragging heavy bags, exploring cities without being weighed down. Your luggage arrives safely at your destination, often the very next day. For tourists, it transforms travel from stressful to liberating. For locals, it's simply part of efficient living. This hack embodies Japan's philosophy of thoughtful convenience. It says, why suffer when there's a smarter way? It's no exaggeration to say that once you try it, you'll wonder how you ever traveled without it. 21. Polite construction sites. In most countries, construction zones are loud, messy, and stressful. In Japan, they're often surprisingly orderly. Workers use colorful barriers, shaped like animals, to protect pedestrians. Pathways are clearly marked, and staff members politely guide people around obstacles. Noise is minimized, and equipment is carefully covered when not in use. Even the signage is thoughtful, often featuring cheerful mascots bowing in apology for the inconvenience. It transforms a frustrating experience into something almost charming. The message is clear: even while improving infrastructure, the comfort of the public comes first. It's a reminder that respect doesn't stop when things get messy. It becomes even more important. 22. Seasonal food culture. In Japan, eating is tied to the seasons in a way that feels almost poetic. Supermarkets, convenience stores, and restaurants constantly rotate their offerings to reflect what's fresh and timely. In spring, you'll find cherry blossom-flavored sweets. In summer, refreshing cold noodles and shaved ice dominate. Autumn brings roasted chestnuts and pumpkin treats, while winter is rich with hot pot dishes. This seasonal rhythm isn't just about variety, it's about living in harmony with nature. Eating becomes a celebration of the present moment, a way to savor fleeting beauty before it passes. It also prevents boredom and waste, since food is consumed when it's at its peak flavor. In a fast-paced world where products often stay the same year-round, Japan's seasonal food culture feels refreshing. It teaches us that happiness can be found in waiting, anticipating, and then fully appreciating what is here right now. 23. Polite silence on trains. Step onto a Japanese train, and you'll notice something unusual: silence. Phones are switched to manner mode, conversations are hushed, and eating or making noise is rare. In a country where millions rely on trains daily, this collective courtesy creates an atmosphere of calm. It's not about strict rules enforced by authority, it's about respect for shared space. Silence allows crowded commutes to remain bearable, even peaceful. For introverts, it's a blessing. For tired workers, it's a chance to rest. And for everyone, it's proof that harmony can be achieved when people simply choose to consider one another. This isn't emptiness, it's quiet kindness. A shared agreement that public spaces belong to everyone, and therefore must remain comfortable for all. 24. The art of gift wrapping. Finally, we arrive at one of Japan's most beautiful life hacks: gift wrapping. In Japan, wrapping a gift is often as important as the gift itself. Paper is folded with precision, ribbons are tied neatly, and every crease is intentional. This tradition reflects the idea that presentation conveys respect. A well-wrapped gift says, "I value you enough to take time and care." Even inexpensive items are elevated through thoughtful wrapping. transforming the act of giving into a moment of art. Department stores and shops often offer complimentary wrapping services, ensuring that gifts leave the store ready to delight. It's not about extravagance, it's about sincerity. In Japan, the way something is presented becomes part of the message itself. From slippers at the doorway to taxis with self-opening doors, Japan's life hacks are more than clever tricks. They're expressions of a culture built on respect, mindfulness, and efficiency. Each hack, no matter how small, is a reminder that daily life doesn't need to be chaotic. It can be graceful, orderly, and even joyful. And perhaps the greatest lesson of all is this: happiness often hides in the details. When we design life with care, the ordinary becomes extraordinary.